Oh, hello. Away and bide yourself down, sit yourself down, don't flash yourselves. Verricht, what we're going to be doing is, tonight I'll be regaling one of my tales again. Been over a year since I've done it last, and tonight we have a drunk tale. Drink is really flowing here in Drugford. JD vodka, Jaeger bombs, it's a drug blur. You might get tipsy or get real pukey. Drunk tales, woohoo! Oh yeah, drunk tales, woohoo! Oh yeah. We're all getting pissed now. It's a real mess. Falling, standing, vomiting, it's a fun time. You might get tipsy or get real pukey. Drunk tales, woohoo! Oh yeah, drunk tales, woohoo! Oh yeah. Now, as some of you may have noticed, you're new to this channel since I last done my lease about a year ago. To those here that weren't, well, quite simply, it's not going to be the story you voted for. Very sorry to tell you this, by the way, but it's just the way it is. The 5 in the bed story isn't that very interesting even. What I think I'll tell you about is my drunk tale. Ooh, the spiced rum is very vanilla-y. What I think I'll tell you about, by the way. Aye, it was many moons ago. About 5 years ago maybe. Many donkey's years ago, so it was. I was working in the Co-op. It's a grocery store for those of you that don't know, a convenience store as such. I was working in the local one at the time, and it was burnt down. I got the call at 3 in the morning because I'm 2 streets away. So I rushed out at 3 in the morning and there it was, burned into the ground. The alarm company wanted me to go in and turn it off, but there was no chance I was going to turn that alarm off. No, when it was burned into the ground you can. Anyway, this here time I was sent all over the place. I was sent down to Perth, Crieff technically. I was sent round to other stores in Inverness, but mainly I got sent for 2 weeks down to a shitty wee place. A shitty wee place called Corpach. I say shitty. It had one street. And the shop itself was shite. It was dusty, there was shite on the shelves that shouldn't have been on the shelves, that were out of date by a few months. And when I got there I sorted that out. Anyway, at the weekend I was asked to stay to help with the weekend. Because I was meant to be getting home, you see. And they put me up in a hotel. This hotel had not been done up since 1970 at the very least, when it was built maybe. And it was awfully drab and dreich. Excuse me, I've got to take a wee dram of this whiskey. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, baby. Anyway, so this hotel, you understand, I'm a fairly big guy, I'm a big one. And they're no used to people, you know, staying there that actually expect standards of some sort, I'm guessing. Because my hotel room, it smelt, it was fusty. It had a right fusty smell. And a fusty smell is not a good thing. It was a smell of damp. and when I looked up in the ceiling, I could see several places where cracks were appearing, like big cracks at that, and what looked oddly like mould in a corner. Now to get rid of this fusty smell, I couldn't even open a window. They wouldn't let me, they were stuck shut. So I decided there was no way in hell that I was staying sober in this shithole for the 3 days. Well, what else could I do? The first night I went out and I got drunk. I started drinking in the pub that was next door to the shop in Corpach, which was called Tradewinds. A nice enough wee pub, you can. However, that didn't satisfy me. I soon spied a wee lassie, blonde hair, nice boobs. Anyway, I went off to have a wee chat to her, you know, and she invited me out into the main town at the time, which is Fort William, the nearest town. And those of you who know, Fort William can be a rough place. And the place that she took me to, I think it was called Jack's at the time, it had a reputation for being a bit rough. But that's no problem. Anyway, I got wasted, as did she. She got blutered, her mate got blutered, I got blutered. And we went back to hers. No, we didn't, I tell a lie, we went back to the hotel room. And I kind of seen them off in the morning, you can. Or later on that night I seen them away home. The both of them. I'm not drinking the place, you understand. But I seen them both home later on, after they'd drawn on the walls and shite, amongst other things. But I got told off the next day. I was not allowed to bring people back overnight because insurance reasons, which is fair enough. My bad, I didn't ken. However, that wasn't the end of it. Oh no. The next night I went to Tradewinds again to get drunk, you can, because like I said, I'm no sleeping in that place, that shitey shithole of a place, sober. So I went off and back to them. None. I went back after the Tradewinds pub, you can, and aye, I got drunk. I met this bunch of Geordie lads, about 8 or 9 of them. Good lads, had a great laugh. They were up for a while doing some sort of construction shite, I think. Anyway, we had a good laugh that night and we ended up back at the hotel. No, it did not end up in an orgy, folks. Oh no, that's a different 5 in bed story. No, we just had a laugh and we were both all staying in the hotel. We were the only guests at the hotel. And we were having a laugh reading what people had written in the guest book. You know, people had written that it was a shite place and all that. And we were having a laugh at that, like Geordies would. You know, Geordies and Scots like a drink and they like a laugh. Well, the next morning I got dirty looks, not from the Geordies, they were just laughing themselves silly. Oh no, I got dirty looks from the hotel owner. Apparently I was in the bad books. But it did not culminate there, good folks. Oh no, the last and final day. It was an interesting night. Again, Tradewinds. Got drunk with the Geordies, went back, and this time the staff members joined us in getting pished in the communal room with the TV and shitty board games. So we had a bit of a laugh, got drunk, you know. I might have left a Rustler's hot dog, not barbecue rib, lying behind something. But anyway, so we got drunk, we had a wee laugh. And in the morning, not a word, except for a dirty look. And that was my last night there. And that's where you think the story would end, you know. But it's not. I went home for a couple of days. And I got a phone call while lying in my bed one night reading, being told that they'd chucked me out of the hotel and they'd banned me from ever staying there. The main reason being that I was too loud and noisy and drunk. I asked them if they'd actually complained about the other guests that were drinking as well as me. And the answer was no, they had no complaints about them. I asked them about the staff that were drinking with us. And again, no mention. I didn't ken what they had against me like. But yeah, I got banned from hotel. I'm going to the whiskey now. So I got banned to this hotel, in a shitty hotel that's not been done up since the 70s, falling apart, you know, damp on the walls. I did mention this, by the way, to the manager, telling me I was banned. By the way, there was never a complaint out, never a word of complaint from the B&Bs that they put me up in. The B&Bs praised me for being so nice. I even gave them some fish that I caught in the local Loch Lochy. And aye, it's very good. So, at the end of the second week in the same place, I mean, this is beyond the hotel now. This is going into where I created up my own cocktail, the first of many. I was drinking in the local village. Biggest village in Scotland, by the way, because it's about the size of a small town, but they still class it as a village. And in Corpach, it's a rough place. The Lochaber, and you're best to avoid it unless you're a rough person yourself. But I wasn't drinking there. I was drinking in a pub that was beside the canal. So I was drinking in that pub. And they misheard me when I went into play, and it was like a local laddie, like the fella was, he was a supervisor, but yeah, he was a local laddie, he was quitting soon enough. But we got drunk at last weekend together, and I got wasted because they misheard me when I explained what is commonly known as a traffic light cocktail. You know, in a wee shot you get the grenadine, Maduri and Avocat in the glass. You know, it's layered off like a traffic light is. And you're doing it. Very tasty, very nice. So I was explaining this to them and they misheard me. The name of it in my pub at the local pub at the time was called the Squashed Frog. In my local pub, here, just down the road. So I asked them to make this and they misheard me, and instead of grenadine, somehow they figured it meant I was asking for creme de menthe. So it was Maduri, creme de menthe and Avocat in this drink, in this one shot glass. I paid it a couple of quid for it. Very reasonable price for a cocktail. And I downed it. And it tasted like mint chocolate chip ice cream. It was brilliant. Tasted fantastic. After that, what drink now? Beer. Off the Latin. I went back for more, but apparently they hadn't washed any shot glasses or they'd run out. For the same price, they started to give me wine glasses full of this stuff. I call it the Squashed Goose, because my nickname to people outside of YouTube is Goose. So, the Squashed Goose got me fucking off my trolley. It was a good night playing pool and darts and shit. I got well off my trolley. And that was the last time I was there. More than happy to be done with the place. And that, folks, was my drunk tales. Probably some memories glossed over there because I was drunk. It was very nice. I got kicked to a hotel, I had the two lassies in my bedroom overnight for most of the night. I got drunk with a load of folks that I didn't know. Got drunk with some folks I did know, created a cocktail. All very good night. Anyway, folks, I'm going to have to say, the next one, I don't know when it'll be. Could be another year. I'll try to make them more often, but I doubt it. So all I've got to say to you tonight is, farewell. Fuck off. See you later. Oh, and Slanjava.